We just got an awesome video out from Space Marine 2 giving us an idea of what is to come. And I'm not going to waste any time here. And if you are at work, I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description and the pinned comments. So you can go ahead and read this if you so wish. But the big thing is that we know that Horde mode is coming in Season 4. The game is broken up into a series of seasons, with Season 1 being launch, Season 2 happening from October to the end of the year, then opening up 2025 with two big seasons, Season 3 and Season 4. Those seasons will see increased PvE and PvP game mode, arenas, additional difficulties, new enemies. Nothing has been said as far as new operation classes or just new classes in general, but we're going to see a ton of cosmetics added in with Season 2 having Dark Angels, and that's pretty much the entire gist of this video. I didn't want to waste your time. If that's all you wanted to know, please feel free to shut the video down. We've got a lot of stuff coming ahead of us, right, with the launch just merely a week or so away. So I just wanted to give you guys that information that Horde mode is fully confirmed. We'll be getting it in 2025. I don't know if these seasons are going to be based off of, you know, the fiscal quarter season, like how it's going to work. We know that it's going to be October to the end of the year for Season 2. So maybe it is just going to be per quarter we'll get these kind of updates. But big, huge update here, knowing that Horde mode is coming and that we're going to be getting more missions for our operations and more PvP modes. It's kind of cool too. Here in Season 1, we're going to get ultra-wide support, private PvE lobbies, and battle barge sparring arenas, whatever those means. Keep in mind too, everything on this top is free. Everything down below you pay for, and anything down below is purely cosmetic. They've said in this blog like 3 times that, hey, it's coming, it's free. Hey, it's coming, it's free. It's just going to be, hey, here's the Ultramarines pack to start us off. Then we'll have a Dark Angels pack. I would bet both my testicles will have a Blood Angels pack, because usually Games Workshop will have things coincide with their launches, even though Blood Angels happens next week, not any time after that. But that makes me think that we'll get that rumored Dark Angels launch for 10th edition of Warhammer 40,000 if you are a player. But that's all you need to know. Go ahead and feel free to shut the video down if you'd like. But before you do, please don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. If you are heading out, those things do help me out in a massive way. Well, let's dive in here on the Year 1 battle plan for Space Marine 2. So just to open us up, and this will be a pretty quick video. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, the video will be an exact 6 more minutes from the intro portion so that I can hit the threshold for advertisements, because this is my full-time job. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. So in September we have, of course, the McCragg's Chosen DLC. I think that's for anyone who pre-orders. But you will unlock these cosmetics. You'll get this rifle, the bolt rifle, this chainsword, and this shoulder pad. By pre-ordering the gold or ultra editions, you'll have access to the season pass. So these season passes are probably going to come out every set season, right? And in prior editions, or I'm sorry, in the previous edition of Space Marine 1, you just simply bought that chapter's cosmetics. So it was, hey, this is just the Blood Angels cosmetic pack. What I kind of like about this is that it's not just simply Ultramarines. These are the Ultramarine successor chapters. So the Dark Angels one makes me think that it's as well going to be the Dark Angels and the Dark Angels successor chapter. And more on that in just a little bit here. We're going to see that as we come back down. But those who are having the gold or ultra editions will just have that season pass, and they'll get access to the ultra edition. Will get access to this guy, the Ultramarines Champion pack. The season pass has been envisioned as a way to enhance your customization for your character. All the gameplay additions listed here in the roadmap, including weapons, game modes, and maps, are intended to arrive in free game patches and will be accessible to everyone. So in case that was in any way a minced understanding of what I was saying, like, oh, season passes are going to charge for that. No, it is entirely free for any content being added to the game that is not strictly cosmetic. And there still is going to be cosmetic additions to the game that are free. That's also an important thing to note. I don't think I drive home well enough in the intro. But so the Ultra Edition here, again, the Ultramarines Champion Pack is a richly detailed full armor set for the heavy class that comes with this unique heavy bolter, which is probably the coolest of the heaviest weapons. I know people love las cannons and stuff like that, but man, there's just something chunky about a bolter ripping through the Tyranids. You can see that it's going to be coming here if you got the Ultra Edition. So that means if you pre-ordered the Ultra Edition, or if you got the Collector's Edition of the game, you will have access to this bad boy. I don't know if they'll be selling this after the fact. I think that they will, because that's what they did for Space Marine 1. I think a full year after the fact, they sold what came in the Collector's Edition cosmetically. But the Collector's Edition of Space Marine 1 also came with a badass purity seal that you could not get unless you purchased it. So the first week after release, this is the big one here. In the weeks after launch, we'll be collecting on, we'll focus on collecting your feedback across all community channels to bring some quick adjustments and improvements through quick patches. Then we will start with the first season of content. The first season will start in October and last until the end of the year. And God, it sucks, right? So we went through like a summer of just pretty mediocre everything to now we've got a bunch of stuff landing in October, like the Diablo DLCs in October. This is in October. There's another Stalker 2 was pushed into October. Like there's too much stuff. But amongst the free content, you can expect a new operations map, a new enemy, harder difficulty level. By the way, a new enemy means some sort of RNG boss that's generated within the operations or anything like that you'll have to fight and kill that will give you currency. A harder difficulty, I think it's called lethal. Oh yeah, lethal difficulty. That went back down. A new weapon, it's the Neo Volkite pistol that showed up there, and various other improvements. Season Pass owners will be able to unlock new cosmetics based on the Dark Angels chapter, color schemes, heraldry, and weapon skin, and a champion skin, a unique full armor set for the Bulwark class. So I don't know if this means that it's also going to be getting Dark Angel's successor chapters like the Ultramarines did. I would assume that that's going to be the format going forward, because that seems to make a lot of sense. Just simply adding the Dark Angels doesn't make sense, because I believe they're already in the game from what we've seen from the original, the customization blog where it showed all the first founding chapters. I think I saw Dark Angels on there. So I think this was going to include, because the Ultramarines are the first chapter you unlock, right? You start as an Ultramarine in the game. So I think this means that we'll be getting the Dark Angel successor chapters with additional ways to kind of flavor them up. So after that though, more content will be added throughout 2025. So new operations, PvP maps, game modes like Horde mode, and more will all expand on the content of Space Marine 2 for free. On top of that, more cosmetic items based on iconic chapters will be added to customize your characters. Also, there's this little bit here where they're adding focus together. All players will be able to use this new platform to chat with our team, share feedback, even suggest new ideas for Space Marine 2. Make sure to create an account here. They're ahead of launch. I wonder if you'll get something. Maybe, I don't know, I'll check. Usually it's like, oh yeah, you do this and you get like a special thing. Like when they canceled the open beta, they had a special limited edition the skin. So thank you much for the enthusiasm of seeing. Okay, yeah. So I thought they would have any other kind of details here on like cross-play or cross-save. They only did that during the Gamescom. Gamescom had its thing this last weekend, and they fully confirmed that if you are playing on a PC, you can play with your friends on PlayStation or Xbox. It is full crossplay. I said that in my last video, and people go, well, can you play with everyone? I'm like, that's what crossplay means. You can play with every single person who will have this game. And you'll have cross-save. I mean, you can upload your save to their cloud, and then you can pull that save down on any platform. So if you're playing on PC, but you also are going like on a vacation, you have it on PlayStation as well, you can upload it and then pull it back down onto your PlayStation to play. So that is the short and narrow, or it's not the short and narrow, that's entirely everything that's in this in this blog post. So it's interesting too that this says one chapter will receive a champion pack, another chapter will receive a champion pack. So this is showing me too that in future seasons, we'll be getting multiple champion packs with these seasons. So whatever this chapter is, whatever the theme is, let's just say it's Blood Angels. Then there will be another chapter that will receive a champion pack, and maybe it's like Black Templars or something like that. So it looks like the additional seasons after this second one will be even more robust Amante. Color schemes, heraldry skin, and a champion skin, a unique, okay, for the Bulwark class. So this makes it sound to me that this champion skin is the Dark Angels champion skin. So that'll be cool to see how that kind of rolls out for future seasons and what we'll be getting and what we'll be getting access to, as well as if we'll be getting any additional, what's it called? Classes, because this does say PvP prestige ranks, which will be cool, battle barge expansions, which is awesome, PvP arenas, which I think are going to be really, really, really fun, and more game modes. I think season 3 is really going to pop off for the PvP, because a lot of people were worried about PvP being very light with the game, but it looks like, and for free, that just was going to be added in here at the very beginning of next year. Couldn't be more excited. But go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, what chapter are you excited to get a cosmetic pack for? Is it the Black Templars? I just started Black Templars. I've been a Blood Angel fan for like 12 years. I started with the Space Wolves. Maybe you're excited for Space Wolves. Whatever it is, let me know in the comment section below. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one and take care.